All right. What is up, everybody? As most of you probably can figure out by this point, because I think that there should have been a countdown prior to this video. This video is going to be a little bit different. This live session is going to be just a little bit different than the normal ones that we normally have. Instead, this is a video that I pre-recorded to go live for tonight. But regardless, welcome everybody. What is up, everyone? I know that there's people in the comments, so shout out to you guys. Happy to see you. Hope you guys are still in there commenting, letting everybody know that you're here and telling everybody what's up. But just I guess for the background of why we're doing it this way, this weekend I am actually in Atlanta. So right now I'm probably still in the car driving back from Atlanta or from Georgia back up to Raleigh. Just basically took some time to visit my family, celebrate my granddad's birthday. But I still didn't want us to go without being able to meet. And so even though I'm not here in person, so we're not like going to play any games or do anything like that, I had a couple things that I thought we'd kind of run through a little bit. I'd talk a little bit about, and then we could just jump out and do as we've been doing and just jump into our small groups with our small group leaders. So how does that sound, everybody in the comments? Just kidding. I can't wait because I'm not live. But anyways, so tonight, I just kind of thought that we would do something that was just kind of fun in small groups. I think it's valuable at times with small groups for us to like, as opposed to always just having like, hey, here are all of the list of questions that go along with what Kyle talked about that night or whatever. I think sometimes it's great to just be able to catch up, to just kind of hear what's going on in each other's lives. I've been thinking a lot about this. A lot of the small group leaders that we have for Grace students are actually people that are also in my small group that we meet on Wednesday nights, and we spend a lot of time. We'll go through books of the Bible, and we'll talk about sermons that Nate has done and all of that stuff. And all that is awesome. But some of the most valuable stuff that we have, and the reason why all of those discussions are so valuable, is because mixed in with those, we are taking the time to really hear how everyone's doing, hear like what's going on in people's weeks, what are the biggest things going on in that week, or what's coming up in your next week or weeks to come, or what's happened in the last week, couple weeks that have been going on. And I just want to make sure that within our small groups that we're not only just always reciting like, okay, let's make sure we get through all of these like scheduled questions for what Kyle talked about. And I want to make sure that we have room spaced out to where we can all just kind of like hang out, get to hear about what's been going on. And I know that right now, I mean, a lot of us, I guess all of us are on the other side of their spring break for the most part. And so, I think it'll be a good time to just like talk about what went on during spring break, and to kind of take some time to think through some questions like, hey, what have been some things that have been going on with the last few weeks or with this semester? What are the things that maybe this coming up week that you're looking forward to and maybe thinking about, or maybe a little bit like excited or nervous or anticipating or whatever that is? And then, just taking some time to do that, looking, like I know now we're on the second half of this semester, and what are you looking forward to for the rest of the semester? Just different questions like that. I think it's something that I want to incorporate more as I start sending out small group questions, and as small groups, as you guys get to come together, that we're not always just getting down to the nitty gritty business of, oh, here's what Kyle said tonight, and so here are the questions that we have to go to. And it's like this like recited list, but always creating time to make sure that we know, that we're building community and building our friendships up and doing all of those great things, because it builds trust and it builds love. And there's nothing, I mean, man, there's not really much that feels better than, like if you tell your small group or tell your friends like, hey, like this is something that I'm thinking about, or something that I'm excited about, or something that I'm worried about, that then later that week have a group of your buddies, your small group, some of your small group homies text and be like, hey, how was that? You know, like I've been praying about that, or I've been thinking about that. And that feels great. And so I want, as much as I want our small group to be like spiritually rewarding, and as we're answering these questions and we're growing close to God together, part of growing close to God together is the together part, that we're doing it together. And so that happens in the best possible way if we're also growing closer to each other. Because when we're closer and we're more connected, and when we truly just, our heart is for our each other, then I think that we are able to grow so much more. And so that's what I want for you guys to do in small groups tonight. I don't have a devotional. I don't have a thing that I'm speaking on. Instead, I'm just going to give some questions to the small group leaders that are just a little bit more fun, you know, like let's hear about your spring breaks, and let's hear about what's coming up this week and what you're looking forward to, maybe what you're worried about, stuff like that. And just some random stuff like that, you know, just getting to know each other a little bit. And my goal, and maybe my how I would challenge you guys, is as you talk about these things and as everyone gives answers, that you try to remember to reach out to the people that shared, and reach out to them this week and hear how those things are going, you know, whether it be a test or a project or anything like that. Or maybe you've got like a game coming up or something like that, that maybe we can remember to reach out, hear how whatever you have going on, hear how that went, hear how that's going. Because I don't know about you guys, but I certainly feel, I don't know, it just makes me feel important and valuable when people remember that and want to reach out and check up on me. But that's honestly basically all I have for you guys. So I hate that I couldn't be here live with you guys. I know I as goofy as it is, I love getting in here and just getting to like connect with you guys in the chat and just like have fun and play games and hear how everything's been going and all that type of stuff. So can't wait to do it next week. Next week, we will be back in person, and I will definitely be live and in person for that one. So can't wait for that. But I will see you guys next week, if not before. As well, with things going on, just a brief note on that. If you have stuff going on, if you're playing sports, if you're acting or doing musicals or dancing or any of those things, please let me know. If you will please tonight go to your parents, go to Ma and go to Pa and say, guys, will y'all send Kyle, will you email him or text him or something, my schedule, so Kyle can come to my stuff? I want to come to any of it. Your small group leaders want to come to your stuff. So let me know. I've already gotten to come and see some people do some awesome stuff. It's been incredible. And I just want to be able to brag on you guys. I'm going to cheer. I'll cheer for you. I'll be excited. And then I just get to brag on how awesome you are. So please let me know all that stuff. But if I don't see you before that at all those awesome things, because I'm getting all of your schedules, I will see you guys next Sunday. I hope you all have a great time in small group, and I will talk to you soon. Goodbye.